Hi, my name is Gail and I'm a librarian here at the Romeoville branch of the White Oak Library District. And today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable watermelon summer banner. If you haven't gotten your supplies from the library yet, stop here, go pick them up. And when you have it all ready, we'll start up again. Once you pick up your kits, you're going to find that you have 3 pieces of green paper and 2 pieces of pink paper with lines. In addition, in your baggie, you're going to have some baker's twine, some cutout letters that spell summer, some black hearts, and some foam adhesive stickers. We're going to set these things aside. In addition, you'll need to have a pair of scissors, a hole punch, and a glue stick. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut your paper. You can cut on the line, or so the line still kind of shows. It won't matter because we're going to turn it to the other side so that all the lines will be hidden. And I'll show you what exactly that means when we're done. So this piece is just going to be thrown away. And I think you can see that I don't cut in a perfect straight line, but it won't matter once we put your banner together. And we'll do this last one. And you'll do the same with your second piece of paper. So you're going to end up with 3 6 triangles. You're also going to need 6 pennants. So again, easy peasy, cut on the straight lines. And that's garbage. And then one more notch. Once you have all of your green pieces and all of your pink pieces cut out, you're going to take your string and you're going to cut 5 6-inch pieces. I say about 6 inches. You could do a little less. You don't really need to do any more. And if you want to just measure it, I'm not sure that this is 6 inches, but I do know that this is about the size you need. So I'm going to cut 1. Do 1 more, just for our sample. But when you do it, you'll do 5. Then you'll set your string aside. You're going to take 1 green and 1 pink. And you'll just want to pay a little bit of attention. You can see here are the lines. We don't want that to show, so we're going to have this side be the outward side. And here you can kind of see with this one, you can see the lines. So we're going to flip that over as well. So you're going to line it up. You want the corners to match pretty well. And then you're going to take your hole punch and you're going to punch a hole on both sides. So you might notice that my holes are pretty small. I do have a special hole punch that is a smaller punch, but you can use a standard size hole punch as well. You just want to make sure that you have it far enough away from the edges that it's not going to cut through the pink so that it'll stay nice. And we're going to do that again. And here we can see the black, we can see the black, flip it over, flip it over. Just line it up. Punch. And punch. Okay. Once you have all 6 of your pennants done, you're going to start tying them together. Okay. So you just loop it through once. Twice, okay? And then you want to leave a little bit of space, but I don't, it's whatever kind of space seems to work for you. And then I'm going to do a square knot, which is right over left. And left over right. And then I'm just gonna start maybe an inch or so between them. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it to the rest of the panels. Once I get to the end, I'm gonna cut the rest of my string in half and tie half here and then half to the other end. And it will look like this. So to keep this from being in the way, you could just kind of ball it up a little bit, kind of loop it around itself. It'll keep it from getting tangled up maybe. Okay, and I'm going to do the same with the other side. So the next thing you're going to need your scissors and your glue stick. You might also want a cup, or like I have my water bottle here, and you're going to take your hearts, and we're going to transform these hearts into watermelon seeds. Cut the heart down the middle. So this is perfectly fine. You can go ahead and use that as a watermelon seed, or you can just do a little bit of trimming. So kind of soften that edge and straighten that drop. Okay. Do that again for this one. You don't have to do it one at a time when you cut them in half. You can do 2 at a time. So I just go cut those, and then I can straighten that out, and I can trim that off. So I used 5 seeds on my watermelons. If you're going to use more than 5, just count and make sure you have enough. Of course, you don't have to use an even amount or the same amount. You can use different numbers. You can eyeball it like this. Some people will feel a little more comfortable making sure everything's even if they use a cup or a bottle. I'm going to start with this one. So this is the far one. And you don't need a lot, so you don't really need to make sure it's coated in glue. Just make sure there's enough to get it to stick. And I start with the middle one. And then I wipe it again on a new one. And I bring it up. And you'll want to do all of your seeds at the same time. I think it's easier to do kind of the assembly line process with this. So go ahead and finish cutting your hearts into seeds, and go ahead and put all your seeds on all of your banner pieces. Once you're done with that, it'll be time to add your letters. So I always do like to line mine up in order, so I don't have to think as hard when I'm grabbing things. So just make sure you have summer. And then I'm going to turn these so the right side up to me. Okay. The S does have a right way and an upside down way. It's hard to tell, so I wouldn't worry about it. What you're going to do then is you're going to take your foam squares, and I used about 5 on each letter because we want to make it pop a little bit. So you can just peel it off, and I know I'm going to want it here, and I'll want it here in the middle again. I want it over here actually. Do it on the sides. And then here. And here. It doesn't really matter quite where you put it, just I think by having 5 it gives it a nice dimension for its height. Okay, and then you just have to peel off these little tiny papers. Now I will turn this for me because I can't imagine I will do any kind of accurate job upside down. And I center it, and I push down so it sticks. You don't have to smash it down obviously because it's supposed to be dimensional. And there's your S. You're going to finish all the way through, and when you're done, you'll have your finished banner. Now that we're all done, I hope you had a good time doing this. And don't forget to go to whiteoaklibrary.org to look for more programs. See you soon. Bye.